Alright, so we're headed to a call on a walk-in freezer. It's not working. That's all I know about the call is walk-in freezer is damaged.
Well, it wasn't coming on at all, and I had a server go get ice cream. The ice cream was melted, and so I came in and checked the cooler to see if it's frozen up in the back. It's not frozen in the back, and I went up on top of the roof, and I noticed that it wasn't running. So I turned the breaker off, and I flipped it back on, and it sounded like the compressor was coming on, but the two fans weren't coming on. And then after about 20 seconds, it just shut down. So then I called you.
So immediately after talking to the customer, you always come into the walk-in. Here's the walk-in here. You can see the fans aren't running. One of the first things you want to check is the thermostat. And right back there it is. Sometimes it's easier to see than it is to get to, but it's kind of difficult to get to. They got this shelf in the way here, but you know, that's fine. We can get to it.
Alright, so we're headed to the van to get a few tools. You never want to go on a roof or anything like that without grabbing just a few little hand tools that you might need up there, like a screwdriver. You will need a screwdriver. And what I always like to take also is a pair of wire pliers. And of course, always grab the old voltmeter here, because 9 times out of 10 it's an electrical problem, so we will need a voltmeter. Alright, so right over here is the walk-in freezer condenser. You see the customer has already got the disconnect in the on position. But what I always like to do before I turn on any power whatsoever is always check the electrical compartment just to make sure it's even safe to turn on. So just walking around the unit here. Alright, so right here is the electrical compartment. I don't see any wires that could be the cause of it or anything like that. There's a defrost clock there, little contactor, no wires burnt or anything like that. I think this unit here is safe to turn on. So. Alright, so I just turned the unit on, and right now I'm just watching the operation. You can probably hear the compressor running. There's the compressor right there. I haven't taken off any panels besides the electrical panel, and the compressor just now shut off. So I would probably say it was off, just pre-diagnosed. It went off on high head pressure or something like that. But, we're going to check it just to make sure. Alright, so right here is your high pressure cutout. It's basically just in the system to protect the compressor from damage in case the pressure gets up too high or something like that. But if you'll notice, right here is your low pressure switch. It's also a compressor protection. Okay, at this point right here, right there, that's your coil right back here. That point right there, and this point right here, that is where that high pressure switch is tied in. So whenever I stick my leads, yeah, if you don't mind. Or I stick my leads from right here to right here, I read voltage, and that tells me that that switch is open. Now it's closed. No voltage, the switch is now closed. It'll open up here in a minute. It's probably these fans right here. See that fan right there is locked up? Yeah. It's not turning freely. Neither is that one right there. So you got two bad condenser fan motors here. So probably the next thing you want to do is just kind of run through here, checking the rest of the equipment. If you got one fan motor out, you probably have several. And that one right there is not running. It's probably a bad condenser fan motor. Take this one out. That one right there is not running. It's probably a bad condenser fan motor. motor. I believe this one only has one. Yep, it is running. So not only does it have two out on the very end one down there, he also has one out on that unit and this unit. So we also probably need to get the bed off those two pieces of equipment also, so we can get them all fixed up.